Welcome aboard my 7-night signature cruise from Split to Dubrovnik on the Bellissima. In this mini-series, I'm taking you to some of the Adriatic's most breathtaking destinations. Each episode dedicated to exploring some incredible locations, from historic towns and crystal clear bays to hidden gems you won't find in the guidebooks. Join me as we experience Croatia's coast, one unforgettable port at a time. Now we're just departing Judita Palace Heritage Hotel and we're about to get into the little buggy out the front and go to the Bellissima. See you later. So we're about to start our adventure of being right on the dock itself, so straight off.
That as well, of course. Because you're not going to go straight to your cabin.
Right, so survived our first night here on the Bellissima. Complimentary bathrobes, so quite nice. Split is still behind us. You see, we depart at about 8 a.m. this morning and it's currently about 20 past 7 in the morning. So we're all looking forward to leaving Split behind us and getting out onto the ocean there. So last night after checking in we had the captain's dinner, so round tables and you know everyone here are all getting to know each other. It's quite a noisy night, and then we just had a quiet night getting used to our cabin room, making that cabin room our own, which I think we've done now. So today, our first full day here on the Bellissima. What's in store? So after leaving the port of Split at about 10 a.m. we're stopping somewhere for a swim, and that will involve probably about 2 hours worth, so plenty of time to enjoy where we are. Lunch on board and then we arrive at Trogir at about 1 p.m. and we're jumping on a bus to take us up to the national park. Look, I'm on the sun deck, the top deck of the Bellissima, and we're leaving port in a few minutes time. Here we are, we're leaving Split Harbour. Got all these lovely adjustable sunbeds on either side, starboard side, port side, if you want to use the ship terminology. Pillows have been stored here overnight because we did have some rain, pretty heavy rain last night. People sleeping, reading, talking, you name it, it happens up here. And this was a lovely social area. All breakfasts, all lunches, 2 captain's dinners were held here. Might I say, the food was delish. And for each lunch and each dinner, you had a complimentary wine, beer or soft drink. All other drinks were then put on your tab, the cabin room number. And you obviously put down your room number, cabin number, and not someone else's. And look, drink prices were quite reasonable. Plenty of room, good air conditioning, Wi-Fi was a little bit shaky in our room. The rooms were also made up daily. And to sum up, the cabins were great. The room was quite spacious, the ensuite, plenty of room, so no complaints there at all. Now, one thing that's important to consider is that when the ship is docked and you're sitting on the balcony, you could be looking into the kitchen of the ship next door. When you're travelling during the day, you can sit on your balcony, enjoy some quiet moments and just take in the beautiful vistas that the Adriatic Sea will offer you. Now, if the Bellissima docks first, we walk straight off the ship onto the dock. However, if we are 4th or 5th in, that means you will have to walk through 4 or 5 ships to reach the dock. And look, it wasn't a problem for anyone on board whatsoever. The only potential issue could be stepping across the gap from ship to ship, which could be 1.5 to 2 feet, and dropping a phone or a camera. So hold on tight. So we've got the high-end boat because the guy over there here to swim the rope out. See the difference? And this is swim number 1 too. Look, it's a little bit fresh in, but the water clarity is lovely, so refreshing. So here we are, we've just arrived at Trogir, and from here we're getting on a bus and heading out to the National Park where we'll see some wonderful waterfalls. And welcome to the Krka National Park here in Croatia. We've heard lots of good things. I'm looking forward to seeing the 400-year-old mulberry tree, which was a Tree of the Year recipient 2 or 3 years ago. European Tree of the Year. So the waterfalls and things, and you're already getting a bit of a snapshot of what this park is all about, this huge park here in Krka in Croatia. Now, the one thing I've noticed, there's lots of trout here because fishing was banned, made illegal several years ago, and there's no natural predator to the fish here, so consequently they're in pretty prolific numbers. So if you like your fishing, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to come here to fish. Now that 400-year-old mulberry tree, well, this is it. It's looking 400 years old too, isn't it? So let's do a little walk around. The white mulberry, and the circumference of the tree at chest height measures 475 centimetres. It's estimated to be 400 years old. So we're coming up to the main waterfall here at Krka, and up until about 3 years ago you could go swimming even behind the waterfall and so on. But every day there were people, unfortunately, broken necks, broken arms, and also, that's terrible, but people would be staying here all day because we've got a kiosk over here, and then they'd be sunbathing all day, and so people who are arriving to the park later on in the day could not get in. So consequently, swimming has now been banned, probably about in 2023, I believe. So that's the lowest part of the Krka Park, but well worth descending into to see those falls. But now we have to walk up, and they've talked it up. But look, I know you guys watching. This will just be a short little stroll for you. Realistically, it's not that steep. Now, here's a good little Croatian remedial advice for the males who are viewing. So to help with your virility, you would eat a fig each day and follow that with a brandy chaser. The fig, being very sugary, attracted all the bad bacteria, and then the brandy afterwards would then kill that bad bacteria. And you know what? If it didn't work, you have another shot of brandy. That's a true story, true remedy, and not a doctor, but... Now, I need to show you a little bit about Trogir. After returning from the Krka National Park, we then had time to explore Trogir and find somewhere to eat. We were spoilt for restaurant choices, let me tell you that. And the great thing is, because the Bellissima is docked overnight in Trogir, you don't really need to return to the ship until the morning of day 3 when it leaves port, which was about 6:30 a.m. in the morning. So we're about to leave Trogir, a small little island of 800 metres in length, 300 metres in width. It's a great little spot. As you can see, we're moving. So we're leaving Trogir. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you have, give me a thumbs up, share with a friend, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully you're looking forward to today, day 3. Let's get out there on the water.